अशा हाय अल्टिट्यूडाचेर वचून अशा सर्तीन भाग घेवप
वर्ल्डाची सेकंड टफस्ट म्हणटात हिमालय रॅली. दॅट वॉज द मेन रिझन आय गॉट ब्लॅकआउट. नॅव्हिगेटर अँड ड्रायव्हर हॅव टू बी लाईक हजबंड अँड वाईफ. आय वॉज नॉट सपोज टू ड्राईव्ह दिस रॅली.
यू आर टेकिंग द पोझिशन टू रन बट युअर शूज आर येट टू कम.
शी नोज आय एम रिस्किंग माय लाईफ.
वेल, नमस्कार आणि येवकार. बरेचदा आम्ही आपल्या गावांतल्यान भायर म्हणा किंवा आपल्या स्टेटींतल्यान भायर वता, भोंवपाक वता, कामा खातीर वता जाल्यार घरची आमकां आवर्जून विचारता की आमच्या खातीर कितें हाडलें. आयज जो जेंटलमॅन म्हाज्या बरोबर ह्या स्टुडियोन आसा, म्हाका दिसता हांव जर ताका विचारीत की तूं ज्या सर्तीन वांटेकार जालो त्या सर्तींतल्यान आमच्या खातीर कितें हाडलें, तर डेफिनेटली इट इज प्रायड फॉर गोवा. लेडीज एंड जेंटलमॅन, प्लीज वेलकम अमोल सातोस्कार, हू हॅज वन रॅली ऑफ हिमालया फॉर द सेकंड consecutive year. Amol, welcome to the studio. It's indeed my pleasure to host you in the studio. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Rohit.
Maka sang, has the weather sunk in? Has this trophy sunk in? काय अजूनही तो मातसो हँगओव्हर आसा?
अजूनही हँगओव्हर आसा.
बरें, म्हाका एक सांग, हाव वॉज दीस एक्सपिरियन्स ऑफ पार्टिसिपेटींग? म्हाका दिसता इफ वॉट वी हॅव डिस्कस इनिशियली इज रेड दी हिमालया, हे बरीच वर्सां चलताले, रायट? ताच्या नंतर हे परत तांच्यांनी रिवायव केला विथ अ डिफरंट नेम ऑफ रॅली ऑफ हिमालया. फाटले 3 वर्सां ही सर्त जाता. 2 वर्सां तुवें आतां ऑलमोस्ट 2022 आनी 2023 हे पार्टिसिपेट केली. हो एक म्हटल्यार अशा हाय अल्टिट्यूडाचेर वचून अशा सर्तीन भाग घेवप हे गोंयकारा खातीर मातशें खूब वेगळेंच कशें दिसता आनी गोंयकार आयकतल्याकूय मातशें वेगळेंशें दिसता. हाव हॅज बीन दीस एक्सपिरियन्स?
ॲक्च्युली सांगपाचें म्हटल्यार इट इज टोटली डिफरंट. तुमी जर हाका आमचे नॉर्मल INRC रॅलीज आनी नॉर्मल क्रॉस कंट्री रॅली एक दक्षिण देर आनी डेजर्ट स्टॉर्म रॅली पळयता न्हू, ताजे हिसपान पळोवपाक गेल्यार ही टफस्ट म्हणटा, वर्ल्डाची सेकंड टफस्ट म्हणटात हिमालय रॅली. सो ताका मेन रिजन इज अल्टिट्यूड, वीच वी गो इन व्हेरी हाय अल्टिट्यूड इन -degree टेम्परेचर आनी रफ टेरेन, ब्लॅक आयज, boulders. You face all sort of, you get even tarmac, but then different, all like it's a week long rally. Every day, every stage is a different terrain.
Okay.
And you have to be prepared to drive on all sort of terrain.
Okay, it starts from where and ends where?
Now this time it has started from Sisu.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like 55 kilometers from Manali. Yeah, this ceremonial start. And then after the ceremonial start, the same day they had the main leg one, start of leg one. So first day we didn't had a long run. We had almost the 18 kilometer stage and about 12 kilometers transport.
खूप जाण पळयता ह्या कॉम्पिटिशनाकडे. म्हाका एकूच जाय की हे रॅलीकडे जेन्ना पळयता आमी, वॉट इज द कॅटेगरी दॅट इज देर? बिकॉज गोंयकारांक खूप जाणांक खबर ना. अमोल जरी आयज नांव असलें, आयज सगळ्या मिडियान चर्चा आसा ताजी. फाटल्या वर्सा तुवें हे फीट एकम्प्लीश केल्ले. बरेचशा जाणांक ते डिटेल्स खबर ना की थंय जाता तरी कितें. म्हणून म्हाका जाणून घेवपाक जाय की कॅटेगरीज कितें आसता आनी वॉट इज द कायंड ऑफ पार्टिसिपंट्स दॅट वी आर लुकिंग फॉर?
थंय खूब कॅटेगरीज आसता. ॲक्च्युली फॉर बिगिनर्स दे गिव अ TSD कॅटेगरी, बिकॉज a new person who wants to drive first time Rally of Himalaya, he's supposed to drive the TSD category, time, speed, distance, which is like safe. And in that category, you drive a normal car, no roll cage and all, because it's a time, speed, distance rally. Just to get used to the climate. And compared to extreme, like what I drive, compared to our category, their category is little different because they are driving mostly on a smooth terrain. They are driving mostly on a terrain, like these things, and it's a stock car. Any car you can drive.
Okay.
And they don't go into boulders and all the black eyes and all. So once you win TSD, then you can drive in extreme. Okay. In extreme also there are about 3 categories. One is like a gypsy, one is all-wheel drive 2000 plus, and one is open category car, two-wheel drive. So I drive in open category. In my category, any modification is allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, you can drive any car and any modification. So it's like top for the cars.
ओके. हांव आनी एक विचारता की बरेचदा आमी खंयच्याय कॉम्पिटिशना वता, खंयच्या रॅली, खंयच्याय स्पोर्टा पळयता जाल्यार एक ताका ट्रेनींग आसता, ताका अप्रोच आसता. हांव तुका विचारता बिकॉज obviously आम्ही नॉर्मली जेन्ना वयर नॉर्दर्न सायड वता वेदर इट इज मनाली और टुवर्ड्स द स्नो एरिया वी फील अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्लमटायझेशन म्हणा किंवा आता तुजे तर तू कॉम्पीट करताना तुका थंय अप्रोच हॅज टू बी डिफरंट वेदर इट इज डायट म्हण मेंटल फिजिकल फिटनेस हे ते सगळें हाऊ डू यू अप्रोच टू अ रॅली इन जनरल अँड अ रॅली व्हेरी स्पेसिफिक लायक रॅली ऑफ हिमालया
Actually, सांगपाचें म्हळ्यार now means by like if you
Experience.
go by experience, I have to be there minimum 10 days before the rally to get used to the weather, to get used to the
Acclimatize, basically. Sorry.
So, but every time like my last year also I was 3 days before, and this time though I landed the same day.
On the day of the competition.
Yeah, means the fourth was the documentation scrutiny. I was like I had landed the same day, and then I was like, because of that I had a lot of health issues.
Of course.
And and then later my doctor also told me, because I'm still bleeding in morning and all. So my doctor says like you just can't go from low altitude to high altitude, drive there, and you're immediately coming down.
Back. Obviously, you need that time for your body to get used
to that. So that was the main reason I got blackout twice during the rally.
During the rally?
Yeah. And then I managed somehow. I managed to finish the line and drop one place. So it was a second last day. My car was about to go down from the cliff. Like it was a hairpin left, and we were taking that all the hairpins, and then the moment we reach on top, and it was a final turn, and I got blackout because less of oxygen.
True.
So I somehow pulled. I have the video. Somebody had sent me the marshals. My car. And this problem was faced by many other competitors, because suddenly when you come like taking turns, hairpin bends, you come on that top point, and there was less oxygen. And the moment I was ready for a hairpin, I got blackout. I pulled a handbrake, car got skidded, went and stopped on the edge. Then I reversed the car and I started back.
बरं एक खरंच विथ दिस एडव्हेंचर स्पोर्ट और एक्स्ट्रीम स्पोर्ट एक लाईफ अँड दॅटचे ऑलमोस्ट यू आर ऑन दॅट लायन और ऑन दी एज बेसिकली म्हाका विचारूंक जाय की हाऊ मच फेथ यू शूड बी हॅव्हिंग ऑब्वियसली स्वताचेर आसपाकूच जाय जाल्यार आमी असले कितें करूं शकता हाऊ मच फेथ यू शूड बी हॅव्हिंग ऑन युअर कार हाऊ मच फेथ यू शूड बी हॅव्हिंग ऑन द टीम वेदर इट इज नेविगेटर वेदर इट इज टेक्निकल स्टाफ वेदर इट इज ग्राउंड स्टाफ दॅट इज सपोर्टिंग यू कितपत कॉम्बिनेशन हे लागता परफेक्ट जावपाक अमोल
First thing, I'll say my navigator, with whom we have to gel well.
Correct.
Because they say like navigator and driver have to be like husband and wife.
soulmates
For time being, but we have to be like soulmates. Like I have changed so many navigators because I lost my 3 navigators. They they are no more. So for last rally also I have taken navigator from South India. But this guy which I took now, Nirav Mehta, we have won almost 6 rallies in the past. But last was in 2012 was last with him. So then when I called him and he said yes, I'm ready to come, I was happy because I was used to him.
Correct.
And he is also used to my driving, and I knew like we will gel well like there, and so I decided I'll take him only, and he's a good professional and pro navigator. So I said okay, I'll go along with, and then service team also has to be like
on your toes.
With
basically.
Imran I have an experience of almost now 8 rallies. Means total in Himalayas twice, last year and this, and then Dakshin there he had given me service. South India INRC has given me service, so I was quite like used to him. And I knew what how his work is.
Correct.
And since car also was rented from South India, he knew in and out of it.
Of the car.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to विचार what has been the difference between this 2022 win and 2023 win. Kire is that special moment, whether you've overcome something, whether it is again a lot of a crazy ride it was.
It was totally crazy, and it was a very hectic decision. Like, means for me it was like do or die, because I didn't had no time
Hmm.
to, like, it was decision taken overnight. Like,
Hmm.
uh, I was not supposed to drive this rally,
Hmm.
and
What this you had made clear, at the
yeah, I was not,
beginning.
because
Sorted. Yeah.
yeah, because I didn't had sponsor,
Hmm.
and like this rally, you need 10 to 14 lakhs minimum.
Okay, that is what you require to
Yeah,
participate.
participate for
This includes everything.
everything,
Your ground
everything.
stuff, your
Your service backup, your
transit.
tires,
Yeah.
your suspension, cars, mechanics, tools, spares,
Hmm.
your stay, fly, everything. Like,
Hmm.
you have to keep a budget of, like, 14 lakhs.
Hmm.
So for that reason, I had dropped the plan of driving this rally. So 3 months back, I had met Mr. Kalwaz
Hmm. Your
in
sponsor
his,
who
yeah,
sponsored.
who sponsored me this event. So that time he asked me, "Are you are driving this season, right, of Rally of Himalayas?" I said, "Yes, sir, I'll be driving." So then just a week ago,
Before the start, yeah.
before the rally, he called me late night. So it was around 11, and then he was like, "Amol, you're not driving Rally of Himalaya?" I said, "Yes, I'm not driving." So he was like, "But why?" Like, I got to know from his one friend was there doing, like, official.
Huh.
So he called and
He
told him,
informed
"Arey,
him.
your person is,
Is not
I
part
didn't
of the
see
list.
his name on the list."
Uh-huh.
So he was shocked, and he called me.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Why you're not driving?" So I told him, "So, like, this is the problem. I don't have sponsorship, and since this is a, like, big budget, I won't be able to." So he said, "What's the like, sponsorship you're looking, and what is the expense?" So I told him. So I said, "This is just like last year also I spent like
Quite
10
something,
lakhs,
yeah.
and then this year, so I don't have that sort of budget." So he said, "Don't worry, like, I want you to drive.
Hmm.
Now it's late, so you come and see me tomorrow morning."
Hmm.
So I was so excited. I could not believe, like, I called my friend and I told him, I said, "I think I'm driving raid. So tomorrow morning I'll give you the exact update."
Hmm.
So then I didn't get sleep that night.
Hmm.
Actually, same after talking to Mr. Karl, I called my this team rally car who gives on rent.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I was just checking, like,
Whether the car
I
is
called a couple
available.
of guys
Hmm.
for the car. So they said, "No, no, no." Then I called this guy last who had given me the car last year.
Hmm.
So he said, "Yes, there is, but that same car is not there."
The one that you drove
Yeah,
last year.
last year. Similar Seria is there, Mitsubishi, but it's the other car. And I said, "How's the car? Like, is it ready to drive?" Or he said, "Yeah, car is ready, but service has to be
Fine
done,
tuning is
since
required.
it is, yeah, tuning and service." And then again he said that car now which is there is got a long ratio gearbox, and the one which I drove last year was a short ratio, which is like, more advantage if you have a short ratio gearbox on the high altitude.
Okay.
So I said, things like, you can, if I tell you. So he said, "No, you have to tell me now. Because, see, now we have closed the workshop and all. But if you give me," I said, "See, just you have to give me till tomorrow morning's time. So I'll call and confirm." So then morning, I dropped a message to Mr. Kalwa, like, "Good morning, sir." Like, so he immediately replied, "So are you up?" So I said, "Yeah." So please come and see me. So I went to his place, and then he was like, "So you are ready?" I said, "Sir, I'm always ready." And I'm not getting words, I said, but like saying, "Don't worry, uh, I don't know, you are driving this.
Fantastic.
You are confident?" I said, "I'm confident." So he said, "Let's do it."
Okay,
So,
except I
yeah.
think except your sponsorer, your team comprises of non-Goan, right?
Yes.
Most of them are from all this professional background who comprises your
Yeah,
team basically.
nobody, only my sponsor is from Goa, and he was my backup team
So
also.
he was part of this entire thing, 7 days ka challenge, which
Yeah,
is
that's what actually he told me once. Like all things were like,
huh.
I spoke to the organizer, I spoke to
Hmm.
my about the backup team and
Hmm.
everything. He said, I want to join you
Hmm.
personally. So I was more like, okay, such a big guy, and he's
Overwhelmed.
like, yeah. And I was so happy, like, he said, I'm driving my Range Rover to the
Hmm.
point, and I'll see you there. I'm leaving tomorrow, he said. So I could not believe, like, things are happening so fast.
Hmm.
And then I called the organizer. He said, first thing you need to confirm the car. So then only I can take your entry, because the entries were closed.
Hmm.
So I spoke to the rally car, like, who runs the service backup team and all. And once I got confirmation from them, I gave my entry. And then like suspension also was rented separately,
Okay.
because I was using a Riger suspension which cost about like 16 lakhs,
Hmm.
and you get it on rent.
Hmm.
So I took that, and tires and all, like, we were arranging. In that short span of time, I did all the arrangements in
It was
one day.
must be a very crazy time for you.
Yeah, because I was like not like eating,
Hmm.
and not like, I was totally concentrating on this,
Hmm.
because I didn't had any time left. And then I called the car guy. I said, yeah, you start the work service. And then he was like, how we transport the car, because it takes minimum 10 days for a truck to reach there.
Normal
Yeah.
transport, yeah.
So he said, no way we can put it in transport. I have to drive and go.
The owner drove it.
Yeah, means
The
the main,
person who was
yeah. Oh,
renting it.
he
I mean
only
the team.
gives a service
Yeah.
backup. He
Huh.
has his own mechanics and everything. So then all parts were sorted, like, what all things we need. I gave him the list, and then he started from here. And then I flew down on 3rd,
Hmm.
and I reached there on 4th. So 4th was the documentation scrutiny. Mr. Kalwas also was there
Hmm.
with me, and then we finished the documentation. So scrutiny car had not reached. 4th was the documentation scrutiny, and 5th also they were allowing in the morning.
Hmm.
So the organizer was coming and asking me again and again. So have your car reached? Is it going to reach? Because
This
it
is
was
this is quite amazing because you are running, you are almost on the you're taking the position to run,
yeah.
but your shoes are yet to come.
Yeah. So he was like, last year also you did same. Your car reached the
So Amol has been notorious in
yeah.
that
So
front.
he was like, last year also your car reached just half an hour before the things were getting closed, and now so there is no sign of your car. So I was just telling them, no, the car is just here, 30 kilometers.
Hmm.
So then I called Imran and asked him, I said, where you have reached? So he said, I'm just 20 kilometers away. I'll reach. So then I reached the ceremonial start place, where the ceremonial start was, which was like 55 kilometers away from Manali.
Manali. Hmm.
See, so and I was like all waiting there, and all other cars were lined up because they were having a ceremonial start. So finally he reached, and then the ceremonial had started. And then he's like, I'm like, since I came driving, I'm running on a stock suspension. We have to replace everything. So same day was the first day leg one start
Yeah, okay.
after 1 hour. So I told him, you first change the suspension. And then he removed all the stuff from the car, gearbox, extra gearbox, the short ratio he had bought. But then he was like, I asked him how much time it will take for you to fix this. So he said 2.5 hours.
Oh, that was
So I
not
said,
affordable.
now to no way we can put this.
You just drove it directly then.
Yeah, because I was driving on that stock OM gearbox, and 1 hour was left for the main start, leg one. So I fixed everything. I changed my suit, everything there only, and we got inside the car. That was the first time I sat inside the car. Otherwise, I'd seen only the pictures of the car.
I'm quite speechless because you kind of getting into an extreme sport, adventure sport, and you don't even have had your hands on the car.
Yeah.
It's the first time that in the competition you are actually getting into.
I don't have any experience and any hands on my this car.
Hmm.
Last year at least I practiced for like 30 minutes.
Hmm. Hmm.
I play around with that car. But this time though I was just like,
So you are winning. Okay, last 2 years you are winning, but you are going from bad to worse, I believe, because last time you drove it for 30 minutes. This time, to directly.
direct, yeah. So, but no other options. Then we lined up the car and we went to Rohtang for like our first leg start. All the cars were lined up, and Mr. Carl also was waiting there, and just like taking times of all the cars, how they are doing, performing. So when we took a start, he was like good, nice. Since like even after you are not used to that car, you. So I said, so how like there are other good cars? He's like, no, I can make out from the sound.
Nice.
When the car was like when you were taking hairpins, I could make out like the way how you're moving.
Performing.
Yeah. So and then he was all the time boosting me. After the leg one, he is like, don't worry, you will be the first. I was like, no, sir. I said, see, this car is not performing because of the long ratio gearbox.
Correct.
And I'm not used to this car. So he's like, no, don't never give up. I know you will win. So then this like thing started. And the next day, like start was early morning. And the best part is like Mr. Carl used to be on every stage cheering me up. Every end of the stage, I used to see him or the start because, and actually they don't allow you to go and wait. But later the stages are closed. It's not allowed like normal traffic and nothing because nobody goes also otherwise there. But he used to manage going with the marshals 2:30, 3 in the morning.
In the morning.
And wait till the race gets over.
Oh shit, that's quite a commitment from both of you guys.
Yeah.
एक म्हाका आवर्जून विचारपाक जाय तुका वी बीन स्पीकिंग सो पॅशनेटली अबाउट युअर टू गेट बिहायंड द व्हील्स टू ऑल दिस एड्रेनल रश एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स बट म्हाका एक सांग की हे नीड फॉर स्पीड तू केन्ना मोगान पडलो वेन डिड इट ऑल स्टार्ट
From my childhood, I was like, it started with cycles. Yeah, cycle races. I was good in cycle races, then motorcycles. Then I slowly shifted to cars. And this specifically, Himalaya Rally, I don't know, but from my childhood, I used to watch this program on TV. They used to show some cars. That time, they used to show only gypsies. Driving in Himalaya. And from that time, I had that craze, like, I want to get into this sports.
To try that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, also a lot of people know you by the name Amol Satoskar. Obviously, गोंयांत तर तुका अमोल सातोस्कार म्हणून वळखत आसतले, but in the fraternity, in the community, a lot of people, you like to be addressed as alien racer. What is the story? If in short, you can tell me what has been the story.
Oh, many of my friends actually, especially like in the rallying, like they're like, oh, you are like, unpredictable.
Yeah.
And many of my friends, they use this like, you are not a normal human, you are an alien. Like, you don't need any preparations, nothing.
Yeah. Which you have proved for the last 2 years
so
now.
you just go, like, get into any machine and you're used to it and you're driving. So, like many of them, they say, you are not a human, you are an alien. So that's how that name came, alien.
That has
racer,
stood, stood with you now.
Yeah, even this time, after the rally, the organizer said, like my navigator was there, I was there, my service backup team also was there. So he's like, he clapped like this, and he was like, wow, it's him. Again, same thing. People are practicing here for like 15 days, 1 month they stay here, 1 week they are doing recce. Okay, they are here with their cars doing tuning, there's that. And ये भाई साहब ऐसे ही आते हैं, चलाते हैं
और
प्राइज लेके जाते हैं, सबसे लास्ट आते हैं और सबसे पहला जाते हैं. So that was nice. Yeah, I felt really nice.
Okay, एक very very important question. Goa has been now getting into this destination for games, national games आता जाता. Obviously प्रत्येक गेमी खंयचेय जावं, whether it is badminton, traditional sports जावं किंवा all this adventure sports, प्रत्येकाक फंडिंग लागता, सपोर्ट लागता. तो मागीर कॉर्पोरेटाचो जावं किंवा गव्हर्मेंटाचो जावं. How do you see this shaping Goa, evolving sports person in all the categories, and how much support is required from the community and more importantly from these corporate houses or government?
Actually, see, I know like how I'm come to this level. Initially, when I started, I had a lot of problems, and some time to I had taken a huge gap in between. It was just because of the financial support and sponsorship I was not getting, and that's the reason I had dropped, like rallying, racing. I had stopped completely, and yeah, but then it was always in the mind. Okay, I want to drive. I used to see like my other friends participating, winning, and I used to get tempted. But then again, I used to see my budget and like, okay, no, let it be. This yeah. So there is so much of talent in Goa, so much. I will request government. They should do like some, when you like government is supportive only, no doubt, but specific this sports division, SSG.
Nurture the talent.
Yeah,
maybe.
so they should at least give support for not only mine, but there are so many other guys.
Categories also.
Yeah, they should support them, and so they get a chance to prove themselves on the national levels.
Okay. Amol, इतके सगळे केलें, तुवें म्हटलें की there are challenges, there are financial challenges. You took a break in between. You came back again. You've been, doing it, hitting it now. Obviously, Rally of Himalayas म्हणीत जाल्यार next year I want you to participate, more importantly, and do an hat-trick, because that is where you will accomplish another feat. What is that next thing that Amol is looking forward to, which will challenge himself?
My dream is to drive a Dakar rally. Yeah.
Nice.
So that is my like the biggest dream. I always dream about it.
घराकडच्यान केन्ना असो प्रश्न येता की बाबा तू आता अशे is this a risking kind of a life? How is it? Because I am asking you this question because a lot of youngsters watching, and that would be a message for them also.
My mom, she's very supportive, and she never always encouraged me for like motorsport, and she is the one who is the most happiest after, and every day she'll call, like every night after my races, follow-ups, all updates she takes. Okay, what is your position? How is the car? How are you? How's your health? Everything. And then she's like, my entire family is very supportive, but my mom especially,
Fantastic.
she's very, very supportive. And she knows I'm risking my life, but
Correct.
End of the day, she knows that.
I think who better than the mother would understand, this kind of a sport. You've done it in past many a times. You've done it this time. माझे तर जशें हांवें उदर म्हटलें की my best wishes that you hit an hat-trick for this time, so that we are all proud of it. But then again, जे पळयणारे आसा आमचे, तांच्यांनी एक लक्षांत दवरपाक जाय की these are very expensive sports categories which require a support, emotional support, and more importantly there is financial support which is also required, whether it comes from corporate houses or a government is a different case altogether. But if we want to make a mark in sporting category for Goa as a state, I think that is where we should be heading. Amol, you came here immediately. You said you are going through physical transformation also, because there's hardly any time to rest. तू आयलो तितके भितर तू स्टुडियोन आमच्या आयलो आणि आमच्या बरोबर इतको टायम काडलो, दिलखुलास ही मुलाखत दिली, त्या खातीर देव बरें करूं. And again you have made Goa proud, and I wish you all the best for all your future endeavors, that you make Goa and all the Goans proud.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Rohit. And I thank all the Goans, all my Goan friends, especially media, all the media support. Main thing for me is the media. Correct. Okay, they make me a hero.
You are a hero.
No, but the way they had put me all over, I'm really thankful to them. Really, for you, your team, and all the other media people also who are carrying my news, and so I feel very nice.
Correct.
I feel very I feel great.